Welcome back, everyone. I am Francoise Rhodes, and we are back here with Traveling with Francoise. I hope you enjoyed our first show, What's Happening Live, What's Happening Coachella Valley, where we had our guest, David Talley, the Director of Communications from the Auto Club Speedway, join us. And then we had a little glitch, and then we came back, and now we're into the travel section of the show. So I hope everybody's having a great week. It is beautiful out here in the Coachella Valley, and I hear it is beautiful in a lot of parts on the west, maybe not so much on the east coast, though. There is some crazy weather out there. Joining us, as always, on the board is Sean Flanagan. Hey, Sean.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'd be okay if this was working better, but
Yeah,
I'm okay.
we haven't had any issue in a long
I
time.
think that's
just
what it
kind of
was.
went.
I think that we
It was
haven't had
time.
any issues. It was like
just time.
Carmen was like, "Hey,
Uh,
we need to just knock you a little bit down." So
yeah, it's
yeah,
just time.
it's just to keep us humble.
Of course, exactly. Pull our hair out. Today, though, I'm going to do something different. I do have two general admission grandstand seats to the NASCAR Xfinity Series NXS 300 at the Auto Club Speedway in Fontana. This is Saturday, February 29th. I will mail these tickets out to you. I have them right here in my hot little hands. And all you need to do is go to Traveling with Francoise. You'll see a picture on there, a post that shows these tickets, and like that photo. It's right there, should be up there around the top underneath our first hour video. There's a photo that shows these tickets. All you need to do is like that post and you will be entered. And I will let this go on until since there's no mail tomorrow, I'll let this contest go on until 5 o'clock tomorrow. Pick a winner, and they will be mailed out on Tuesday to you. And again, that is for NASCAR Xfinity Series NXS 300 at the Auto Club Speedway on Saturday, February 29th, 2020. This is general admission grandstand seats, and gates open at 9:30. And you're going to get a little bit of NASCAR. You're going to get a little bit of everything that day. They have qualifying. They have a lot of stuff going on. So check it out. It's so much fun for the entire family. So, I've always been one that wants to get you out there and about. And that is my goal on each and every show, is to just talk about things that maybe you want to go see, or even if you're an armchair traveler, that's okay. You can do it that way as well. Speaking of going and seeing something, we do have the bus trip for on March 14th, Saturday, March 14th. That is to the spectacular Blue Angels Air Show at NAFL Centro. It is a fundraiser for artifacts and arts across America. It is $55 per person, includes a driver gratuity, morning donuts, earplugs, prizes, and stuff on the bus, and we will be there all day long and then come on back in the afternoon. For more information about that, you can go to Traveling with Francoise, the website, and on that website, you'll see my travel blog. You'll see the television show. You will see the contest page. You will see all sorts of things on Traveling with Francoise, so check that out. And my name is spelled Francoise. So, but remember, we are giving away these two tickets to the Auto Club Speedway February 29th. All you need to do is find that picture on the Traveling with Francoise Facebook page. There's 4 tickets in a row, and like that photo. It is that simple. What do you think of that? Also, I have some other breaking news that it's breaking. It's still kind of all soaking in. It all happens so fast. I am now the executive director of the Borrego Springs Chamber of Commerce. Yeah. I don't know. Are you giving me applause over there, Sean? It's still, there's a lot going on. I don't want people to worry about everything else that I do live, what's happening with Craig Campbell. I'm still going to be the co-hosting, sitting next to Craig on that show. I'm also still going to be doing this one. The nonprofit's going to keep going. The television show will keep going. Just a few other things in my life I kind of cut back on just a little bit. And I'm pretty structured anyway as far as time management goes. So I just have to be even a little bit more structured. And lucky for me, I have an assistant out there, Debbie Willett, who is my assistant in Borrego Springs. So when I'm not there every day, which I won't be there every day, she will be filling in for me. So it's kind of a nice combination, I think. We'll see how this all works out. I have so many ideas. I probably scared the heck out of the board. I go in there and I read, Sean, I read all these, I was reading all these things online that say when you go into a role like that, you're supposed to sit back for a month and just sort of soak it in
Right.
and see what's going on.
And you decided just to kick ass and take names?
Well, you know what? I tried that for about 30 minutes. I said, well, this is not going to work. Yeah, so I couldn't even do it for one day before I started changing things around and cleaning things up and making. I have lists of things that I want to get done. So it's kind of funny. I thought, who thought of that 30-day
Yeah,
deal?
who can just sit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That just seems-
I mean, and I'm going to go out and I want to hear what everyone has to say. How can the chamber help the businesses out there? So anyway, it's very exciting. It's a little daunting because the first one to say there are a lot of things that I don't know how to do, but I will learn. I will definitely learn. And if I can't learn it, I'm going to get somebody who knows how to do it and have them do it for me. So there's people out there that do these kind of jobs. That's one thing. There's people out there who are professionals at this stuff. No one can do everything.
Professionals at whatever you don't want to do.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
no one can do everything perfectly. It just doesn't work that way. We're not made that way. If someone can, you let me know. I want to hear about it. All right. This is a travel show, so we do have some travel news. I have some trips coming up with ACT, but again, I want to remind you, if you want a chance to win these 2 tickets for February 29th at the Auto Club Speedway, find that picture on the Facebook page of Traveling with Francoise and like it, and you are entered, and I'll pick a winner after 5 o'clock tomorrow, Monday, which is a holiday for presidents one more time. A lot of presidents' holidays, yes. And trash pickup is having that day for those of you who are worried about. That was my mother's biggest worry. Are they picking up trash on Monday?
You know what? I'm with your mother. I worry about it all the time.
Do you?
Yeah, because the thing is, when they don't pick up is always when, for whatever reason, my cans are full.
Oh.
And I need them to pick up that week.
But
the
they pick up
days that
the
I
following
forget.
day, though.
Right, but then I forget. I'm
Oh,
used
yeah,
to a
yeah.
certain day, you know.
Okay.
I have a routine.
All right. I know. I know. But they are paid. No mail, though. The banks are closed.
I don't care about the mail.
No mail, yeah.
Oh, they
okay.
send me his bills, so I don't.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
don't care about that. All right. And the banks will be closed. And I think the stock market is closed as well. Usually when the banks and the stock market's usually closed.
Yeah, I don't have any stock market stuff. I have coins, but that's it.
All right. Okay. Travel news. What is going on in the world of travel? Of course, everyone is talking about coronavirus. They're saying that when the weather warms up, that should stop the virus from spreading as quickly. We see these terrible pictures on the news. We see people popping up. Of course, we're going to Waikiki at the end of March, Hawaii trip, and they've just found some cases in Hawaii. But think about it, though. One place that they have not mentioned that a case hasn't popped up, which there has to be some cases over there, is Las Vegas. Because, Las Vegas is a very...
It's a hub.
It's a hub, and it's frequented, and they really cater to the Asian market.
Right.
They have some hotels there that basically they only want Asian clientele, and is only staffed by Asian, and it's just really, and they have different places there. So you would think if anywhere, Vegas, because so many people are going in and out of there, and they just hit their 51 million passenger or something coming through the airport.
Yeah.
They broke another record, but nobody's saying a word. I kind of wonder if some places that might have a person or two with this are don't even want to report it.
Maybe they're just being quiet.
Because it's scary, and also it's that typecast too. Sadly, I was thinking about the other day: are people going to look at Asian visitors and get nervous?
I mean, probably.
Yeah,
At
I
least
mean,
for a
really,
little
just
while they will.
because
Yeah,
for a
just for a little
while,
while they
it's
will.
just your instinct. You're thinking, and there's flu-like symptoms. There's a lot of people that are getting it. They don't even know it is it, and it's a
Right.
flu, and it goes away. So, anyway, travel leaders, a group poll, inquiries, but not. What they're talking about it is not many cancellations outside of Asia is what travel leaders are finding. The poll found out that the majority of responding travel advisors have only seen COVID-19 related cancellation for trips to China and other destinations in Asia. And more than half have seen no coronavirus related cruise cancellations, even though we keep seeing that nightmare on the news
Yeah.
of these people being locked in their room for 4 days. I don't even understand that. Fresh air should be the best thing in the world for that cruise ship.
Yeah.
Is really flood that.
They're scared.
Get that air going in there and out of there and not just sitting dormant in those air conditioning systems. I don't even understand that one. But the people that are in the inside cabins, they're only let out every 4 days. How are they keeping them in there? I don't know how they must have I don't know. But that part there is a little bit scary. But you would think if anything, fresh air, constant blowing hard
Yeah.
wind at that virus is not going to
Not
survive.
just sitting in a room that's what
Yep.
6 by
Breathing that.
6. Yeah, just breathing your
Oh.
own breath in all day for
Yeah.
4 days.
So you would think the cruise business right now would be crashing, but only really actually cruises that have to do with Asia. Wyndham has closed 1,000 hotels in China over the virus. In its full year earnings call, the company said closures are projected to shave between 8 to $12 million off its adjusted income for the year 2020.
Wow.
$8 to $12 million. And updated cruise lines are saying they are rerouting ships because of the coronavirus. The latest Celebrity Cruises canceled the Celebrity Millennials remaining 2020 Asia cruises, and Carnival Australia rerouted 2 of its ships. So the companies are definitely making changes. But remember, unless your trip is canceled, you cannot get a refund unless you have the insurance that lets you cancel for any reason. It's called any reason cancellation. But if you don't have that, if they reroute your trip, you are still responsible to pay and go. So don't think just because you're afraid
Just
of
'cause
the
you're
coronavirus.
scared, yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to work for you. It will not
Fear
work.
and a little bit of ignorance.
Yeah. Well, the news, that's the one thing about the news. We
Yeah.
get this little 30 seconds of one video over and over and over. And by the time you see that, you think that's all over the world.
Right.
And that's not the case. Yeah. Wynn Resorts, they're burning through $2.5 million per day in the shutdown at Macau. Most of the spending, though, is payroll. They're still continuing to pay their staff as the company continues to compensate employees during the coronavirus crisis, which is very nice. That's really nice of them. But how long will that last? I don't know. They're not sure. In fact, they were talking, I did catch a piece. No one was saying, where did this virus come from? And they say it came from out in some remote fisherman's village by Wuhan. It was contracted out there, and they brought it into the city,
Oh yeah.
these fishermen's, and then once it took hold, and it
People
just
need to
took
wash their hands more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, tell them that now. A little late now. All right. Other news, the House introduces a bill that would buy time for the Real ID adoption. The bipartisan measure would require the TSA to accept pre-check enrollment as an alternative to the Real ID compliant identification for domestic air travel until April 1st, 2022. My driver's license is renewed this year. Sean, you said you already have your Real ID.
I already have it. Yeah.
They just sent it to you, or did you have to go in and change it
I
up a
went
little
and
bit?
did it. I went and did it
Oh,
because
you
I
went
was
and did
already
it.
doing the name change and everything.
Okay.
I had my license was renewed right before then, so I had a brand new license, but I knew I was going to change my name, so that's why when they send you your renewal, you can have the option to check off Real ID.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't because I knew I was going to have to change it coming up pretty soon, so I
Okay.
just did it that way.
So I'm curious to see what's going to happen when I get mine.
I'm telling you, just go in. I mean, here's the
Yeah.
thing. The closer it gets to the time, my way's not going to work anymore.
Yeah.
But I scheduled an appointment, and they gave me an appointment a month out versus I walked in there, and I was in there for about a half hour.
Yeah.
And I took care of it all.
Yeah. Well,
You
well,
know?
that's what I want to do. I just want to get it done so I don't have to mess with it. You'd think that, though, that if they were renewing someone's driver's license, they could just renew it
Yeah.
with the Real ID.
Well, you have to.
What
Yeah,
was
you have
the
to go. You have to go and you have to bring them like a certain paperwork,
Oh.
like proving where you live or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Interesting. All right. So we'll see then. I'll see what happens because the picture on there, frankly, on mine is so old. They look at it and say, oh, they do one of those, look down. Because I'm really tan from being outside playing golf and stuff, and they're kind of giving me the eye and going,
Well,
yeah,
because
it's
they used
me.
the same picture for a long time.
It's-
Like the picture that I had on there before I got the Real ID was like, I want to say it was probably when I was like 18.
Yeah.
Right? When I initially got my residency out here. I think it was then. I don't think they
Yeah.
ever changed it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. It's not a bad picture, though. I kind of like the picture. But anyway. All right. Tourism in Australia provides bushfire updates. Although bushfires have abated significantly thanks to the firefighter efforts and recent rains, Australia representatives said the country will need the U.S. travel industry's help to recover. I don't know who can help all those animals. They say over 1 billion animals perished
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
in those fires. And the little koala bears never hardly left. They just sat there. They go so slow, and they just kind of, it's just terrible. Anyway, so Australia, they are trying, of course, when you go to Australia now, they will make sure you go to places that do not have, have not been part of the bushfires. So you'd be surprised how savvy the travel industry is when it comes to rerouting you to places where you can go and enjoy yourself when there's been a natural disaster there.
Yeah.
Because they want those dollars
Yeah,
back
they
in,
want
and they
you
will
back.
do everything they can to get you back to those destinations.
And they're much bigger than the disaster was. So
Yeah.
there's plenty of other
Other
areas to go
places,
to.
Yes. All right, slight gains in Vegas tourism. Numbers for 2019. Total visitors, convention visitors, occupancy, and room rates all saw small increases from 2018 into 19. Airbnb bookings, however, rose more than 20% Now, see, when I go to
And those
Vegas,
are only reported numbers.
yeah, when I go to Vegas, I want to stay at a resort.
Yeah.
I want a casino down
Downstairs.
below.
Yeah.
I want lots of options. I want to be either close to downtown or on the strip. I want the action. I want the people. Would have no interest in going and staying in a house somewhere
No.
and then having to drive in and out of town. I just, yeah, that's not my thing. Unless I stay with my friend,
There you go.
Pee Wee.
But that's different.
That's different. That's because then we just sit and yak and have fun that way. Then we end up going out anyway. But he knows all the places because he lives there and works there, so he
Right.
knows all the places and he knows all the shortcuts. But no, if I was just going to go to Vegas, I would not want to stay in a house. But that's me, folks. That is me. Air travel growth slowed worldwide in 2019. Airlines flew paying passengers 4.2% farther in 2019 than they did in 2018, a metric known as a revenue passenger miles. That's compared with a growth of 7.3% in 2018. So as far as their travel, they're going farther now. It's interesting that where all these stops, there are more and more non-stop flights now, which you used to have to pay more for. Now you
Yeah.
don't always have to pay more for. It just really depends. And these jetliners are flying farther, and they're probably thinking, well, how are we going to get more? Are we going to get more out of it landing in, let's say, Arizona, where a lot of the flights from here go to Arizona,
Yeah,
or
I've
they
been
go
that
to
one many times.
yeah, or they go to Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually it's Arizona
never done
or to
Colorado.
Denver. Yeah, Denver.
I slept in Phoenix though.
I did. Yeah,
It was
I think
terrible.
that's nice. Oh,
Terrible.
was it?
No, I mean in the airport I slept.
Oh, well, that's not good. Sleeping in the airport.
No, and I was late, so I didn't even get a good spot. Like everybody had they were laid out and everything. I was just waiting.
Well, I was thinking about coming back from Hawaii because we do have a late flight and we're going to be flying all night.
Oh, right.
So it's kind of weird, and so I don't know.
I was flying on a buddy pass, so they just kind of keep pushing you back.
yeah.
If it's full, you just kind of SOL.
Well, here's a resort that people might enjoy. It's an Atari video game themed resort in Vegas. They're opening up one in Arizona first, and then they're going to open one up. I see one in Vegas, but yet the one in Arizona, not the Atari that they're building, but their Top Golf took off in Arizona. It's crazy if you've never been to the Top Golf over there site. It's really unbelievable. It's gigantic, and they're doing really well. But an Atari hotel. Now, I could see that for families, kind of like a circus type thing.
Right.
But they plan on making a really big deal about this. And they say local visitors won't need a hotel reservations to come and play the games that are going to be there.
So it'll be like an Atari, like a casino,
It'll
basically.
be,
like an arcade with free games,
right.
I guess.
It's going to be based all around game. I can't imagine they're free, though. I would think you're going to have to pay.
No, not unless they didn't get the rights to the games, though.
Yeah.
Some of those games you can't.
This would be great for
have people play
families, though.
Yeah.
To take their kids over to
Or
that.
to leave their kids out while the adults go to a casino.
Because half the time they send them down to the kids'
Right.
place anyway, wherever they have one in the casino, and say, yeah, when you run out of money, here's some money. Come back up. We'll be up here. We won't be far away. Yeah. So that is what's happening. Atari plans video game themed resorts in Vegas and 7 other cities. So we'll see how that takes off. They have in Palm Springs, they have that kind of nightclub video place called the Glitch.
Oh, at the casino?
Glitz?
They have one at the casino,
No, in
something
Palm
like that.
Springs, there's a name. It has a bunch of games in it, but it's a bar as well. It's for families. It's interesting. I guess the owner poured a bunch of money into it. I've never been in there, but I guess people just like
They're fun, yeah.
playing games. Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep last night. I got up and played Mahjong.
There you go.
Yeah. I won the first game and lost the second too. And I won't replay a game. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. If I can't get it, that's it. I move on to the next one. Now, remember, we have these 2 tickets to the Auto Club Speedway. This is for Saturday, February 29th. It is a NASCAR Xfinity Series. It is the NXS 300. You're going to get a taste of NASCAR and a little bit of everything going on that day, some qualifying. It's going to be a fun day, Saturday, February 29th. If you want a chance to win these tickets, all you need to do is go to the Facebook page, Traveling with Francoise, and like the photo that has 4 of these tickets in it. That's all you have to do is like that photo, and this contest will go on till 5 o'clock tomorrow, Monday. I'll pick a winner. I will mail those out. It'll be that simple, and I will let you know. So what do you think makes a good tourist? I love these kind of surveys. What makes a good tourist? So 79% of the people polled of Americans believe tourists should learn a few basic phrases of the local language before going abroad. I totally agree with that. Even if you only know how to say thank you, please and thank you. At least that's something. Or where's the restroom? Yeah, that's one of the big no. Where's the restroom? But no, you should try to learn just a little tiny bit. I know someone who's moving to France, and he is just all out learning how to speak the language. He's so engrossed with learning how to speak the language. I finally said, just relax. First of all, people speak English everywhere, believe it or not. And second, if you just get by with what you know, as you slowly pick it up, you're going to be fine. Don't put so much pressure on yourself to say everything perfectly. In fact, it's a good laugh when you mess it up. At least you're trying. At least they know you're trying. All right, 72% of the respondents said that it's better not to talk about sensitive or possible offensive topics while abroad, economic, political, or social issues. Okay, that's true. Politics can really be touchy. I know I have a sister in Germany, and we never talk about politics. Once in a while, she'll tell me how they feel about America, but and I just, whatever. But we don't get into that because their opinions, you can, stay away from that. You go to enjoy yourself, not to get in a big political argument. 69% of Americans believe that travelers should control their alcohol intake when traveling to a foreign destination. Yes, especially going to Mexico. I remember many times when we were down there on the boat and stuff that you see all
There's
these
booze cruises, though.
I know, but in town, I tell you, it was like a green light to get drunk and do everything that you wouldn't do here in the United States. And I'm talking some.
Well, we got followed when we were in Mexico. When we came off the booze cruise, we were being followed. Because I was the one not drinking, and so I noticed there was
what part
kid.
of Mexico? Where were you?
We were in Cabo.
Cabo. Mm-hmm.
And after we got off the booze cruise, I noticed a kid that he stayed maybe 50, 60 feet behind us, and every time we would stop and look at something, he was stopping. He stayed with us for quite a while because everybody was just drunk and just
waiting for you to pass out.
Exactly.
So but be a little careful because I've seen a lot of things that are very embarrassing. We just get this mentality, and I'm going to raise my hand. There's sometimes when I'm traveling and I'm driving and I make a U-turn where it says no U-turn, and I'm going to
do that here though.
I know.
I'm going to do that there too.
But then I say I'm going to play the I'm a tourist card, and then I feel bad that I even think that way. But we tend to do it. We get out of our area. We tend to think that we're invincible. We should be able to do it because we're tourists. That's not the case. You have to abide by the rules, their rules as well. And
I feel like that at home too. So.
yeah, I know here. There was, Okay, 61% of those surveyed believe it's imperative to leave a fair tip, and 40% believe travelers should never complain about the price and quality of attractions while in public. That's an interesting comment. Because we all complain about Disneyland now, because we live in California, and the tickets are so high, and I love Disneyland, but I
just wish more people who would complain would not go. I feel like there is power in numbers. If we showed Disneyland, hey, at least California is going to not go for a little bit, I think it would make enough of a dent. They'd be like, maybe this year we don't raise the price, because they'll do it every year.
Yeah, they have to just think about it. Or if they get enough tourists to go, they're going to say, well, that's your loss,
who cares?
not ours.
Yeah, exactly.
But say, hey, don't complain about the prices of things in public. And 23% of Americans believe tourists should be open to using public transit options such as local buses, trains, and trams. And I completely agree with that. I've had the most fun getting on public transportation. Sometimes you're with the chickens and the goats and everything else that's on the public transportation, but you know what? You meet some incredible people, really nice people, and I've never once felt threatened or nervous. And I mean, I guess if I was on with 10 pounds of diamonds wearing that kind of stuff, maybe not, but if you just get on and act like a regular normal person, you're going to have a lot of fun on public transportation. And it's quite an eye-opener. You can see more taking a bus through a city than you're going to see in a cab.
Oh yeah,
because you stop at all these places, and people there's always somebody on the bus who wants to tell you what you're seeing, wants to tell you where you are. So it really is a lot of fun. So have a little bit more of an open mind when you travel.
That was actually going to be that was going to be my single tip, is just to have an open mind to it. I think it'll be better as far as open mind to the language, open mind to I think it falls into every category on that list.
Yeah, and you're going to have a lot more fun. These people that go that are just so rigid about everything,
Probably me.
Even down here in the Coachella Valley. I mean, it happens everywhere. But I do find that the Europeans are a lot more adventurous when they go to destinations than the Americans are. Right. The Americans kind of want to stay in that little secure, group or whatever, and not get too adventurous.
Right.
But when the Europeans come in, they want to go to Death Valley. They want
But
to
I
go to
think
all these crazy places.
it's our news. I think that all we
Yeah.
see is these crazy places in the bad part of the crazy place. So
Yeah.
if we're gonna go, we want to be in the security blanket, you know?
Yeah, which is, but I don't know.
I don't think they get fed all that about us.
Yeah, not.
I'm
They
sure
just,
they're told where it's bad, and that's
Right,
it.
yeah.
I don't think their news reports on our
Yeah.
bad areas
And
on a daily basis.
They still complain about downtown LA, and downtown LA is looking
Right,
really good.
Right.
So don't complain about downtown LA. Okay. Moving on. We're going to talk about our Gals on the Go auto safety tips presented by Volkswagen of Palm Springs, the Bruce Titus dealership. This week we're going to go back and I'm revisiting the ones that we had before just because I thought they were all good ones, and then I need to find some good ones. I actually posted a little video of my car up on the racks at Bruce Titus and getting everything checked out. I feel so much better now that I have the new tires and the new brakes. I guess that kind of all happened for a reason now that I'm going out to Borrego.
There you go.
Back and forth. So I feel secure. I like to feel oil change. Everything's good in my car. Now, the only thing else I'm going to do is I'm going to get that film that you put on the hood just because of maybe that little bit of sand that can happen going out there.
Like the bra one? Like the black one? Or
No, they have a clear film.
just
It's
a
a
film?
clear coat that they
That's
can
good,
put
at
on. It's like
least.
saran wrap.
All right.
And it just
They
will
can just
keep
take it off?
You just peel it off. Yeah.
That's cool.
And they have it right over by Arca Tire in off of Varner Road. So I'm going to go over there during the week and check that out. But this one is check your engine and air filter. The engine air filter is like the vehicle's lung. Refer to your owner's manual to see when it should be swapped out to ensure your car is breathing clearly. And remember when they used to tell us that at the dealership, a lot of us would go,
Yeah, well, we live where there's a lot of sand. We need to
Really?
look more than what it says on there.
yeah. But then they'll take it out. I actually had them take the filter out while I was standing nearby and to show me, and it was
It's nasty.
disgusting.
Yeah, it gets bad.
Yeah, it's bad. So remember, your car does have an air filter. It has a filter for your air conditioning system as well that comes into the car, not only for the car to breathe itself, but for your breathing inside the car. So take it over to VW of Palm Springs, Bruce Titus, or your other dealership, wherever that may be, and make sure, gals on the go, that you take care of your vehicle. It is very important. That is our lifeline to everything that we, everywhere that we go when we drive. And I am a driver. And that's why I don't mind the ride out to Borrego. It's really a very peaceful ride.
Right.
Going and coming. There's those 3 signals going out there that you might have to stop for about 5 minutes. They're kind of right in the middle of everything. But you get out there, and I'm looking at the Salton Sea, and I'm looking around. And I'm
You're
thinking,
enjoying yourself.
yeah, it's really it's not a bad ride at all. So, and I will tell you more about things happening out there as we get more into all this that I'm doing. All right, ACT Tours. They have added some new tours. The Hamilton, the winner of 11 Tony Awards, including Best Musical, that will be playing at the Hollywood Pantages Theater. They have 3 dates only that ACT is going. They just got these on November 1st, 8th, and 15th. It is $159 per person. All this sells out, just so you know. You're going to take a deluxe motor coach. Free time, no host lunch at the famous Farmers Market. So check it out, ACT Tours. There's ACT-Tours to book your seats, or give them a call on Monday at 760. Well, I'm looking at their 800 number, so now I forgot that. Let's see, 760-322-1247. I think that's it. Or it's 888-605-8280, or simply just go to Traveling with Francoise, because all of our sponsors' information is on there. Check it out. Use them. Let them know that you saw their info on Traveling with Francoise. I appreciate it. They appreciate it, because they, that's why they're doing it. They want to make sure that you're seeing what they have to offer. Also, ACT has their Ocean Voyage Special. This looks like a great trip as well. It's October 12th through 22nd. It's a luxury fall New England cruise from New York to New England and Quebec, only $19.95. I would like to go on that one. It sounds beautiful. You're going to go to, not right now though, because of all the snow and everything else going on there. So New York, Newport, Rhode Island, Boston, Bar Harbor, St. John, New Brunswick, Halifax and Sydney, Nova Scotia, Charlottetown, Prince Edward Isle, Quebec City. This just sounds like a wonderful trip. $19.95. So again, call them over at ACT Tours or go to their website, act-tours.com. All right, next week on the show, I am working on a guest or two. I haven't quite sure which one yet. I don't know. There's a
They're still battling
possibility
it
of
out.
one or the other. Yes, that will be sitting right next to me talking. So we will know more about that. I do know, though, in Live What's Happening Coachella Valley, in the first show, we are going to have a guitar player join us. And he is more of a classical guitar player. You have seen him around town a few times, George Langford, but he is amazing. He is going to join us and bring some tunes with him. So we will see how that goes. And let's see, as I said earlier, you want to go to the website Traveling with Francoise for everything from blogs to the TV show to events we talked about on this show and the first show. Find out about the Blue Angels. I don't know. There's so much going on. With that, Sean, that's it. Remember, we have these tickets that we are giving away to the Auto Club Speedway. You need to find that picture that is on the Traveling with Francoise Facebook page and like it, and you're entered. That's all you need to do. I'll pick a winner tomorrow after 5 p.m., which is Monday. Everybody have a wonderful President's Day. Sean, thanks so much for all your help. And as always, it's never too late to get a life. See you next time. Bye.